Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I wanted to touch base with you guys today and share some thoughts. I've had a lot of questions about rescheduling patients. How should we handle that? As we know, President Trump has asked us to continue social distancing until April 30th. I know every state, every county, even here in Texas, our counties are all doing something different. And so I know that's going to vary for everyone, but bottom line, most of us are in a position where we're having to, again, reschedule patients. And so here's my thought. Again, everybody's schedule looks different, but most of you are going to be booked out and you don't really have room to take patients for the next, for the month of April and move into May, June, July. And so you've probably figured this out, but you're going to have to add some days. I mean, that's just what we're going to need to do. We're all sort of on this unexpected vacation right now. I know everybody's situation is different. Many of you have filed unemployment. That's kind of where we're at right now. And so, we're having this sort of unexpected vacation, but we are going to have to make up some time when we return. We're going to have a surge. We're going to need to get in there and add some days to accommodate patients that we've had to take off the schedule. And so, since we don't know exactly what that's going to look like, if you have room in your schedule in June and beyond, go ahead and reschedule. Go ahead and put patients there. You can always move them up if you get back in sooner. If you don't have room, obviously you're going to have to notify those patients that we can't see them. Now, here's my suggestion, or not see them just yet. Don't do that by text or email. The question I've had is what verbiage should we put in our email or our text message to blast out to people? That is probably the worst thing you can do right now. It is so essential that you maintain relationships, that you maintain open communication with your patients. We've already talked about sending out notifications, being active on social media, doing some fun things that allow you to stay on the radar. If you just send a blanket generic text or email out, that's doing nothing for the relationship. In fact, it's probably hurting it. And you may be at the bottom of their list when things get back to whatever our new normal is going to be. So call these people and call first of all to check on them. Hey, how are you doing? Everything okay? And guys, we have the time to do this right now. You have time to work on your relationships. So divvy it up among the team, whatever your team situation is, whoever's in the office or working from home, whatever that looks like. Split up these calls and start getting in touch with people. And again, first of all, check on them. Second of all, let them know we miss seeing you. We are looking forward to getting back into the office and being able to accommodate you. In the meantime, just for, so we don't have to keep rescheduling you, is it okay if, I put you at the top of my list so that when we get the green light, I can call you first thing and get you back in on the schedule. And Mrs. Jones, just so you know, we're going to be adding some days so we can accommodate you and you don't have to wait a long time to get back in. Thank them for their loyalty. Thank them for being great patients. Work on the relationship during that phone call. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit longer, but we have time to do that right now. And it's just, I think, essential that you do it. For restorative patients, especially those that have prepaid you, I've mentioned this before, but it's great for the doctor to make those calls. I think that's really what you need to do. I've also been asked the question, how do we keep track of those that need to be rescheduled? Depending on your software, lots of things you can do. You can create a dummy code that's COVID-19 so that you know. I would definitely prioritize those that you moved versus the ones that initiated the cancellation or reschedule first. You can also create a dummy provider. Some are, finding it easier just to have their own quick fill list, which they often do, and just naming it COVID-19. You decide whatever works best within your software to do that. But I definitely would have a system and a way that you can do that you have access from home so that you can make modifications and do whatever you need to do there. I would also make sure that, whatever your contact software is, it's sending texts and all that stuff out. I'm pretty sure everybody's made those adjustments by now, but if not, make sure that you do. Remember, we've got some great opportunities this week that I hope you'll take advantage of. Today at 11 a.m. Mountain, here in just a little bit, or noon Central, doctors, you have a video conference. That's a great time to get together and share what's going on in your state, in your town, with your team, your situation. It's so important right now that we not isolate and that we continue to interact with people that are in the same situation, like-minded people that are trying to accomplish the same things. It's encouraging, and it's so important that you guys take time to be a part. We'll do the same thing on Thursday at, let's see, today's 11 a.m. Mountain, noon Central. Thursday's going to be noon Mountain and 1 Central. I've sent out schedules for those. You all should have received a Google Calendar invitation with the link. If you haven't, let me know ASAP. Tomorrow, we have a new thing this week. We are doing team only. Everybody on the team invited for a video conference at 8 a.m. Mountain, 9 Central. And so I hope you'll be a part of that. We're going to talk about how you can do some things now that are going to give you more security down the road with the practice. So I hope to see you guys on those video conferences. Stay in touch with your team. Take this time to sharpen the saw. I love hearing the things that you guys are doing. If you need ideas, let me know. I'll see you soon.